So in every 3 months, a new season starts, whether that be outside or in your room with an anime season to come. This season we're getting is spring 2025, and there's a bunch of bangers coming out this season that I would love to talk to you guys about. But before we get into this video, leave a comment down below about some anime that you are super excited about that are coming out in the spring of 2025. If you want to talk about more in the future, like summer or fall, go ahead and talk about them too. But I'm more focused on the spring season as it's starting now. And there is actually a couple of the series that I'm about to talk about that have episode 1 out by the time this video comes out. I wanted to release this on Tuesday, but I released my April Fool's video, so sorry about that. If you watched it, cards up here. I'm sorry I did that to you guys, but let's just get straight into this video. Start is one of the animes that are actually on the thumbnail. It's going to be one of my favorite mangas and favorite animes that is of this current generation, Windbreaker. I'm going to put the poster up after I drop this, but I just want to show you guys the volume ones. Like, if I have the volumes or if they're in physical, I'll show you guys. But Windbreaker, Season 2. Loved Season 1, left off on a cliffhanger, so I'm kind of annoyed. But Season 2 is something I've been very excited about for months upon months now. The animation's great, it's done by Cloverworks, and I love this series. If you've heard me talk about this in recent videos, then you know this is what I wanted Tokyo Revengers to kind of be like, the more down-to-earth delinquent series. While it did for a very long time, the later stages of Tokyo Revengers went more the sci-fi route than the delinquent route. I feel like this could really do great in terms of how it's a more of a shonen-y delinquent series instead of one of those like kind of more seinen delinquent series like Crows and stuff where it's way more darker and everything. This one is way more down to earth and more shonen-y with the main character like Sakura, who's very much a shonen protag. An amazing series, and if you haven't watched Season 1, go ahead and do yourself a favor and watch Season 1 or even read it. The art's phenomenal, and I highly recommend Windbreaker Season 2. Next one, I actually don't have a manga for because it doesn't have one. It is an original, and it's made by the creator of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. Lazarus. Now, I've loved Samurai Champloo for a very long time. Didn't love Cowboy Bebop as much as many others did, but I did think it was a very good series. This is also getting the action choreography from the guy who did the action choreography on John Wick. So this is just going to be crazy. I feel like this is going to be one of the big animes of this new generation, one of the more modern classics, if done right. You have a great storyteller mixed with a great choreographer and a great director. I mean, you can't really go wrong there. But we've seen it happen before where series try too much and it doesn't work. So I'm really hoping they do a good job on this series. I loved the dub from what we saw from the trailer, which is very rare for me. I don't really like dubs as much because I just don't feel like the voices fit them as much as many other series, like with the subs. I just don't feel like it. I will admit Solo Leveling's dub recently did a great job. Alex Lee nailed Jinwoo, but off topic, Lazarus, I'm very excited about it. One of the series I'm most excited for, I would say, this season, and I cannot wait to actually get into this, which I hope it lives up to the hype that it's getting. Another one, it's going to be more of a comedy one that I haven't actually finished Season 2 of, but it's going to be Konosuba Season 3. I never finished Season 2, but I very much want to, and I didn't actually watch the Mega Man spinoff either, but I'm going to. This series is going to be one that I binge more than I watch weekly. I like binging comedy series rather than just watching them one episode at a time, so I'm going to probably wait for the season to end, and while I'm waiting for this season to end, binge watch all of Konosuba and the Mega Man spinoff by the time that this finishes. But I've loved Konosuba for a very long time. I have had some spoilers from the light novel fans out there that are on TikTok, but I will say I do think this is one of the better comedy-centric isekais out there, and I do think that it's just such a great cast. Like Darkness, Mega Man, and Aqua are just such funny characters, and I mean, you can't really just go wrong. Like, this is just such a fun series. It's just so annoying that we're on Season 3 now rather than way earlier, because there's such a huge gap between Season 1 and Season 2 that it took so long for Season 3, which is just annoying. But what can you really do about that? You really can't do anything. But very excited for Season 3, and I cannot wait to binge watch this probably in like July when it finishes. Next up is probably the one I'm most excited for. And that's going to be another one that was on the thumbnail, My Hero Vigilantes. This has been one of my favorite mangas since I first read it. This was actually in my first ever video. If you watched my first ever video, I'm sorry, the quality on it was terrible because it was my first video, but it was in that first manga haul, and I think this has been one of my favorite series for a very long time. And I'll put the poster here like I've been doing for the other ones. I highly recommend this one. It's basically a My Hero spinoff where Mirio is kind of the main character, where we follow a guy with a terrible quirk trying to make it work and help people, and that's Koichi. I mean, that's just the main character of Vigilantes. And he's only a vigilante because he couldn't get to the hero exam on time because he was saving somebody that was drowning. So, like, this is a bunch of just things I wish My Hero went into a little bit more when it was there, but it didn't. And this takes place 2 years before the events of My Hero happen. So it does have a little bit of a timeline. That's why it is kind of short. But I definitely think that is a phenomenal series. This is easily going to be 2 12-episode seasons, and I think it's going to be peak. I already love the trailer. I love the art that they're giving it. I love the onomatopoeias they're showing on the actual screen instead of just having it like heard. You actually see the bam, the shroom, and all that stuff like in comics, and I love that look for this series. It is just so phenomenal, and if you like My Hero Academia, you will love this series. It's so great. Even if you don't like My Hero, give this a shot, because the art is not the same. The animation style already shows it's going to be more the My Hero Vigilante art style rather than the regular My Hero art style, so the actual animation is going to be quite different. The world is technically the same, and All Might's there, and Aizawa's there, and all those characters are still there, but it's a very different story and a very different take on this world that is done so phenomenally well that I think everyone should give this a shot. It's just one of the best out there right now. Another one that I love, I haven't read it in a very long time because I was really hoping for English releases at some point, and hopefully the anime can push for that. It's going to be Witch Watch. If you know nothing about Witch Watch, this is made by the creator of Astro Lost in Space and Sket Dance. So you already know that this is going to be funny and great. So far from what I read the first like 50-ish chapters, and I loved it. I thought it was very funny. The only gripe I had was it was kind of wordy at times, but even then, I'm fine with it. I read light novels a bunch, so like, it's okay for me to get that wordy kind of series. But I think this anime is going to be a banger. I love the art style. It has a banging opening by Yaosobi. I love what they're doing with this. The trailer looked great. I just cannot wait for more Witch Watch content, and I hope this pushes like Viz. It would be Viz because they already have digital releases, to make the physical releases, because the covers for this series are also beautiful. It's some of the best shonen like covers of this recent generation. I don't even think that's close. So like, I need these physically, and I cannot wait for this anime. It is going to be 24 episodes, which is kind of crazy. Like I said with Konosuba, I kind of like binging series that are comedy-centric more than just watching them weekly, but I don't think I can wait for this. I've been loving this series too much to actually wait for this. I'm probably going to be watching this weekly, so I cannot wait for Witch Watch, and I would highly recommend you guys reading it if you want to read it or wait for the anime. I think the anime looks great, so I hope the adaptation's great, and I mean, it's just peak. It just is. Now the next series is going to be a series I'm going to be making a full-fledged video for next week. Sorry for the spoilers, but it's going to be Kowloon Generic Romance. I've loved this series. It's been phenomenal so far. I read the first 4 volumes, and I love every second of it. The story itself is so interesting. The world is interesting. It grasps you. And the twists and turns you're going to be going on a series that you just think is going to be a normal rom-com it's incredible. I don't think I've read anything like Kowloon Generic Romance in my time of reading manga. And as you can tell, I've read a decent amount of manga. I own a decent amount of manga. That says something if you make a series that's super unique. And I don't think it follows any of the normal tropes as a normal rom-com or normal sci-fi. Spoilers, this is kind of a sci-fi series. But it's great. The twists that are in this series are amazing. The characters are amazing, and the actual animation for the series looked great off the trailer. You can sometimes tell if an anime is going to have good animation just off the trailer. Sometimes it's misleading, but I think Kowloon's going to have some really good animation. And I mean, it's not really the craziest art style to animate, but I will say the art is phenomenal in the manga, so if you do want to try out the manga, it is definitely worth it. The art is definitely phenomenal. Next up is a very underrated one that I fell in love with a very long time ago, and I thought was a very, very good series. That's going to be Go-Go Loser Ranger. This, I cannot believe, is made by the creator of Quintessential Quintuplets. It is such a different series, such a interesting kind of mystery series, and it is so good. If you don't know anything, and if you never read or watched it, please do yourself a favor and read this or watch it. The animation in season 1 was phenomenal, and I thought that this was one of the best animes of the past couple of years. So this getting season 2 now is something I've been very, very excited for, and very much been waiting for, because I loved season 1. Like, I loved it. I think I rated it like a 9 something. I thought that was a phenomenal season, and us getting season 2 it's just gonna be peak. Like, I know I've been saying that a lot on this list, but these series are going to be peak, so just please listen to me on this. I'm telling you that this is definitely worth it. If you're into like Power Ranger series, or even if you're not, give this a try. It is, if you're more into like a mystery, kind of trying to solve things and kind of sneak around, that's the kind of series Go-Go Loser Ranger is, and it is a phenomenal take on that kind of genre, and I think it is one of the best in that genre. So I would definitely tell you to read this or watch it, because the art is phenomenal on either. If you want to watch it, the animation, peak. If you want to read it, the art is great. I cannot believe he made Quince. It is such a different jump for a creator to go from a romance, like a rom-com harem, to this kind of series. It is a kind of battle shonen mystery. How do you jump from that from a rom-com? It's incredible, and I don't know how someone could do that. So I have to give him praise, because it's just such a insane jump. Now, I'm not going to spend much time on this because it's on everyone's list. Fire Force Season 3. I mean, come on, it's one of the biggest shonen of the recent generation, and this is, I think, the final season, or we're going to be getting one more season. Like, it's peak, it's great, it's Fire Force, everyone loves it. I will say, I do think some of the fan service is forced, and if you've read the manga, you know, one plot point, it's just kind of annoying that that's part of the ending, but I think that this is just such a great series that you can kind of look past it just a little bit. Atsushi Okubo does such a great job with series, man. I wish Boichi didn't get canceled, his first original work, just purely because I want to see what it would have led up to in these kind of worlds. I really want to see how connected it would have been. Like, I want to know, and it's just so annoying that it got canceled, but Soul Eater and Fire Force are just so peak that I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, because Fire Force wouldn't even be over yet. I don't even know if Soul Eater would be over if Boichi was still, like, didn't get canceled, so we never know. But Fire Force Season 3 peak, cannot wait. And the last one I'm going to spend a lot of time on, because I have a couple of honorable mentions that I'm just going to like say and not really talk about much. It's going to be Sword of the Demon Hunter Kijin Gentoshu. Don't roast me if I got that name wrong. But episode 1 of this is actually already out by the time this video is out. Same with Windbreaker. Windbreaker episode 1 should be out by the time this video is out. And this is going to be an hour-long episode. So I'm very excited. I've heard only amazing things about this light novel. I've currently not read it. I just own volume 1 and 2. I know, I'm a slacker. But I cannot wait. This looks amazing. It looks so good. It just looks so interesting, and I love the animation style they took it with. And I really cannot wait to actually see what it's like. Mostly because I'm very intrigued. The series that get that 1 hour episode 1. Because usually the series that get that 1 hour episode 1 are just peak. So like, I'm very excited to see where this goes, because let's just think, I'm the only one that's popping in my head right this second is Kingdom. And I know Kingdom, the anime, season 1, super CGI'd, but Kingdom is one of the best series out there. So, I mean, I'm just hyped. I'm just excited. I forgot to actually record this part, so I'm going to be putting this somewhere in the middle here. I'm sorry. It's going to be Yaiba. This is created by the creator of Detective Conan. I just want to watch it. It's made by Wit Studio, and the animation looks phenomenal, and Blue End Count are on the opening, so that's a banger right there. I already loved what we saw in the trailer. The trailer looks phenomenal, and I just can't wait to see what this is about, because I never read it or watched it. I know there is an original anime from way back when, before even Case Closed started, / Detective Conan. But yeah, I need to watch this. This was the first thing I was actually really excited for the season, because this got announced a really long time ago, because Wit just announced it like a really long time ago, and I'm like, I really, really, really need to watch this. So very much excited for Yaiba, and I cannot wait to see what it's about. And like I said, there's just 3 series I'm going to be talking about that I think I'm going to read rather than watch first. The first one's going to be Your Forma. I'm not going to talk about this one much, but I kind of just want to read this instead of watch it. And some of them I just don't think I'm going to watch until I watch season 1. So that's also like Shoshimin season 2. I'm not watching season 2 until I watch season 1 because I need to watch season 1 first. And then the last one I'm going to be talking about real quick. I'm really sorry, T-Bait fans. You guys don't deserve this. I mean, with my friends, they love T-Bait, and I jokingly roast T-Bait all the time. But even then, I don't think you guys deserve an anime adaptation this bad. Like, it is so... I'm so sorry. Genuinely, I'm sorry. Like, this just is terrible. See, episode 1's out. I saw the best animated part of it, and a little bit of some of the little bits and pieces, and it's just so gross. It's such a basic opening too. Like, you guys did not deserve that, man. But those are the... Sorry, I completely forgot to talk about the Yaiba segment. Just completely passed my mind. So I'm back onto what I was saying about T-Bait. Sorry, guys. Just sorry. You guys do not deserve that. But yeah, that should be it for this video. Like I said before, leave a comment down below with some anime that you guys are excited for coming out in the spring season of 2025. I just listed a bunch so you guys can re-say the ones I said or say some other ones that I didn't. I would love to hear what you guys have to say and what series some of you guys are excited for. But like I said, that should be it for this video, and I hope I see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good weekend. Peace!